black room resides a kid named Brian. A rough childhood, grew up knowing nobody with a sick brain like him. Lost in the darkness, wandering carnage, for he was insane minded. Finally knew something was up when he started to rely on a couple of drugs. Waking up drunk with the buzz, slumped in puddles of blood, and the illness in his veins filled his fucking muscles with bugs. It didn't take long before he could no longer tame the schizophrenia. The hatred his brains depicting is corrupt, for his soul was made with wicked trivia. He feels the sickness in the pulse of his veins, no more holding the pain, no controlling the rage. He turned to his mother who was sold by her fate. He decides her destiny and releases her soul with a blade, because his mom wasn't there when he was molded and raised in the coldest of days. To cover it up he had to kill the witness, tears running down his face as he strangled his father, an abusive alcoholic who deserved to be mangled and slaughtered. This is a sick world that turns angels to monsters, and the fright of that's unstoppable for a savage goon. And now he's spending the rest of his days in a psychiatric hospital in a padded room. We're infected by the sickness, do not blame it on your demons. There is poison in Christ's crown, cancerous rebels, diseased by our ignorance, draining from the seepage. So take a look around you, angels dance with the devil. Infected by the sickness, stop blaming it on Jesus, as we turn on each other for survival of the fittest. It is treacherous to live with all the hatred and the treason, while we're judged by the monsters and disciples of the wicked. Picture Ron, the town's most respected Catholic priest. People sought counsel from this ravenous beast, they collapsed to their knees, begging for guidance, and to the ignorant that's what he brings. Until a young boy is left with him privately, then the demon crawls from his holiness. The man's a creep who's awful and odious, a lustful heathen like the spawn of Asmodeus. He does what priests have been doing for years, and when he was done molesting the kid, he lived the rest of his life ruined by fear. Scared to visit churches full of wealthy Christians, impaired by sinful urges. He decides he can't live with this violation, puts a gun to his head, just wants it to end. Figures life would be a lot more fun if he's dead. The kid's laying there with a pistol in his hand, forces into truths to die, no pain is felt. The priest pleaded guilt and preached to his broken mother that all victims of suicide go straight to hell. We're infected by the sickness, do not blame it on your demons. There is poison in Christ's crown, cancerous rebels, diseased by our ignorance, draining from the seepage. So take a look around you, angels dance with the devil. Infected by the sickness, stop blaming it on Jesus, as we turn on each other for survival of the fittest. It is treacherous to live with all the hatred and the treason, while we're judged by the monsters and disciples of the wicked. I am sure there is a God, but I don't think that he is great. There's horrific creations, people bleeding while you pray. The whole point of a sacrifice is to synchronize your suffering. If you never ever sinned, that means that Jesus died for nothing. But just because God is cruel doesn't mean that Satan's friendly. The forbidden fruit of knowledge, it fucking tasted deadly. You lead lambs to the slaughter by the horns of the goat. I know, cause the black sheep with the bunch it fucking tortured my soul. Suicide attempt, I met Brian in a mental hospital, boiling adrenaline rush without a gentle soluble. He said his friend passed and he explained the story he was told. The holiness was pulled from his eyes when he morbidly unfolds how he died. But I'm telling you, Brian only got worse. This was him before he did those crimes. His defiance molded his curse. I turned to God, then it worked, but whether you're great or wicked, it's no use, cause in the end still no one escapes the sickness. We're infected by the sickness, do not blame it on your demons. There is poison in Christ's crown, cancerous rebels, deceived by our ignorance, draining from the seepage. So take a look around you, angels dance with the devil. Infected by the sickness, stop blaming it on Jesus, as we turn on each other for survival of the fittest. It is treacherous to live with all the hatred and the treason, while we're judged by the monsters and disciples of the wicked.